So our friend Randy, Slow-Mo Randy, asked about rituals, our favorite rituals, or our pipe rituals. And for me, part of my pipe ritual is a tea ritual. So we start out with our favorite tea, and we choose a favorite cup. I like a little milk with my tea. And I place it in my 1 pound. I paid £1 for this in London at a street market in 1997. And it's been a companion ever since then. I got the kettle going, it's just about ready. And this is how I start out my pipe smoking. If I don't have time to do it correctly and properly, I typically don't do it. Pipe smoking for me is all about ritual and taking one's time and making the experience a complete one. There it goes. So the next step in the ritual is to pick the pipe and choose the tobacco. And what is speaking to me today? I wonder. There's so many nice blends to choose from here. You know, I think I should go with the S.M.R Best Brown. Nice. And in the pipe of choice for today, I think the Merchant Services Bing will do nicely for that. All right, choices made. Okay, so we've got everything situated here. Got our Best Brown, S.M.R. We have the Merchant Services Bing, lovely pipe. Today I'm going to be using my Larry Blackett Mr. Peanut. I'm going to be roasting his nuts on an open fire. And I've gone with the Old Boy lighter. Got my Yorkshire tea in my Redcoat Returns mug. So we are ready. The Best Brown comes in flake form. And what I typically do, this is a new purchase thanks to John, JMZ56. I don't know if you guys have seen these little grinders. Yes, you can tear them up and you can fold and stuff. All those things work really well. But I also like new toys. There, I said it. So we just simply put that in and grind it. Anything that I have left over will go back in the jar. And I'm going to put this back right now. This is a multi-stage container. The finer bits come out. So, a nice indulgence, a nakruma. There we are. All right. We load the pipe and we're ready to go. This is just going to be a simple 3-stage, very light, a little bit more pressure. I tend not to overpack. I'd rather have a loose pack and then a light tamp on the top. And that'll do it for me. So we'll be back so I can go through my final cleanup and talk about S.M.R Brown Flake. So a word or two about S.M.R Best Brown. What I really like about this blend, it's a Virginia blend, and what I really like about it is that it's a mature, ripe of Virginia. It's, as the name implies, brown, best brown. Easy for me to say. It does not have that overpowering grass hay flavor that to me tastes like celery. And again, this is just my humble opinion. I prefer the vegetal notes, the woody notes that I get from this. There is a hint of dark fruit that I also get. So it's a slightly darker, more malty flavor, and I really, really enjoy it. One thing I wanted to mention while I'm here in this mid-bowl smoke is that because I don't use a filtered pipe, I do tend to get moisture buildup in the stummel and shank. So I like these. This is a fairly long pipe, over 7 inches, but I do like the Churchwarden pipe cleaners because mid-smoke, when I start to feel like it's getting a little bit hot, take a little bit of a break. Virginia's burn hot and can be moist, and I go all the way down, give it a good scrub. Then I take the other end, fresh end, go halfway down, and I'm good. For all of you, and then I just take the tip that's wet and gooed up, cut that off. And I still got a full length of pipe cleaner. I should mention also to new pipe smokers, it is not a good idea to remove the stem from the shank when it's hot. You can get away with it a few times, but it will tend to make that fit between the tenon and mortise get loose. So loosen up, because the tenon is expanding and growing larger, the mortise is contracting and getting smaller. And so when you twist this thing off when it's hot, you're going to be adding extra pressure and wear to those two interfacing items. So don't do that. Just run a pipe cleaner through if you need to, but keep it connected. So back with more thoughts and a final ritual cleanup, and a thank you to Randy for holding this GAW. I am looking forward to everybody else's entries as well. So this was one of those smokes that I hate to see come to an end. It was really delightful. I spent the time listening to music and just thinking about things as they are. But now we come to the point where it's cleanup time. So I take my pipe cleaner and I run it through a few times, spin it, run it through. There we go. And I'll leave it in the pipe, and I'll take another pipe cleaner and give the bowl a good swab. Like so. And I should mention that these Deco 8, or I should say 8 Deco tampers are really nice as well. The bamboo has a nice sharp point, but it's wood, so it won't scratch the inside of your bowl and ruin your cake. The one downside of this is that it's got a big footprint, pun intended. It doesn't fit in all pipes because it is a little bit larger, but with the holes in there, you can tamp and draw at the same time. This is a great tamper. Now I'll let this sit and cool for a couple of hours, and then I will remove the stem from the shank. And I also like to use these bristle brush cleaners. It's very important to get that area in the mortise where the diameter for the shank and the draft hole meet. You have that intersection there, a little corner, and stuff will build up if you're not careful. And a bristle brush like this, in and rotated, will really work on that corner and get all the goo that tends to collect. Not all pipes not the tenons on all pipes don't seal off on that surface perfectly, and stuff can build up in there, and all of a sudden you have a sour tasting pipe. So I recommend also hitting it with a bristle brush. Okay, talking too much. Randy, thanks again for this very kind and generous and sort of surprise GAW. It was seemed like it was just you know, just a nice gesture, not for any kind of sub count or anything, but just because you felt like doing it, and that's so nice of you. As I mentioned earlier, I do look forward to seeing other guys' rituals because I think it's something that's unique to every person. There are certain elements that everybody follows, but there might be some interesting approaches, and I'm looking forward to seeing that. So until we meet again, take it easy, but take it.